Cal Swagular Nation. Poopbots 8416. Reporting for duty. I tried recording this video on my computer, but it decided it didn't want to record any of it, so I'm on the phone again. Okay, what do I want to talk about? First of all, the hair has been dyed. I've been talking about this for how many weeks now? I'm very happy with how it turned out. Did it turn out like the Cat Galaxy shirt? No, because I got really distracted by this teal, and I was like, I want green in my hair, so my hair is kind of green, and I really like it. Yeah, this side, I don't know what happened. I kind of just like did whatever, and it turned out whatever, but I really liked how the pink sticks out here, and also the bangs. But yeah, this is my hair for now. Thank you to Tuna and Lee for letting me mooch off of their hair dye. They have my hair dye right now, so communal hair dye. But that's fine, and that's dandy, and it's awesome. I bought a camcorder. Okay, so I used to watch a lot of skateboarding videos during COVID, going into like ninth grade. Yeah, from maybe 7th to 9th grade, I watched a lot of skateboarding videos, and I was always a little envious of the skaters that had the cool, like, vintage camcorders that they would shoot their clips on. And I was always like, I want a camcorder. I want a camcorder so bad. And I also wanted to learn how to skate a little bit, but then I was like, I kind of like martial arts a little too much to want to risk breaking my limbs and such skateboarding, so that never came to be. But I do have my rollerblades now, so there's also that. I also wanted to learn how to roller skate, so I've got that's how that's going. But anyway, I ordered the camera yesterday, and it'll arrive sometime in the next week, I want to say. Shipping is like 2 to 7 days ish, so I'm really excited. The only thing is that I won't be able to actually like use it when it arrives, because it won't be here, unfortunately. But a friend of mine is going to keep it safe for me, and I'm hoping, Tuna, if you're watching this, I told you that you have my full permission to open my package and play with the camera and stuff, as long as you don't break it. Not that you will, but that's not just like a, if you want to do it, you can't. I'm telling you, not literally, but like, I would like for you to like test run it or something. But yeah, I'm really excited because the company that I got it from, they get like old cameras and they like fix them up and sell them, so they're all like working, not brand new maybe, but like they're working well. And they sell it with like the charger, the battery, and an SD card, and so that's everything I need. I don't have to like Facebook Marketplace would be a lot cheaper probably, but also half the time the seller doesn't know anything about the camera, and they're like, I don't have a battery or a charger. Figure it out yourself, maybe gamble with your $50 or whatever. And I do not like gambling, so I'll pay a little more, but I get everything I need, and it's guaranteed working. Yeah, so I'm really excited for that to arrive. It's like a JVC, a Vario, something, whatever. Total cost, including tax and shipping, was like just under $150, so I can't wait for it to arrive, and I can't wait to film stuff with it. I really want to film like music videos and maybe a couple vlogs or something, because if you know me, I used to do a lot of vlogs. I'm like losing my voice, I don't know what's going on, but I used to film vlogs on like old cameras, kind of. I have a Sony Bloggie that used to be my parents' that they gave to me, that I filmed quite a few vlogs on during high school. And then my beloved Canon PowerShot SD750. may she rest in peace. I was filming a lot of videos with that. A lot of music video clips on the main channel were filmed on that Canon camera. And then she just stopped working one day in Long Beach, and I was so sad. She just wouldn't turn on. I still have the camera because, like, I don't want to throw it out. That camera captured, like, most of my childhood, early childhood on it. So yeah. And this camcorder is going to be a little reward for me being around, I guess. I don't know. I've been wanting to actually buy a camcorder since maybe freshman, sophomore year of high school. And I'm going into my sophomore year of college. So I finally bit the bullet after all these years, and I'm hoping it's worth it. So that's how that's going. Very happy about my purchase, even though it hasn't arrived yet. I'm just very excited. Anyway, what else is going on? Yesterday I went to work after dyeing my hair, and it was a really fun day. It was kind of busy. Lately, like, people just haven't been watching movies, I guess, but Moana came out, and so people were there to see Moana. I've heard good things from the people in my town about the movie, so pretty cool, I guess. And the people I was working with were just awesome. I don't have any, like, not cool coworkers, so I'm very lucky about that, with that. Well, words. Anyway, I really like my coworkers. They're all really awesome. But in the last 30 minutes of my shift, it was like 10 p.m. I hadn't eaten since noon, so I was really hungry. So I kept complaining because my stomach was hurting, and I kept going, guys, I'm so hungry, blah, 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 blah. And they were laughing at me because I wouldn't stop. Not only did I keep talking about how hungry I was, but they would be like, Brett, eat some popcorn or something, and I'd be like, no, I don't want it. I want my burrito in my purse. So I did get made fun of for not putting the burrito in the fridge, but she was well worth the wait. It was really good. It was really yummy. As soon as I clocked out, one of my coworkers was like, enjoy your burrito. And I was like, you know it. I definitely will. And I did. I was eating my burrito, and then I was just, like, watching my coworkers like they were zoo animals. Shout out to them. I love them. They are awesome. Speaking of, one of my coworkers was talking on our group chat. Anyway, I wanted to talk about some other stuff. I wrote a song and recorded said song a couple days ago, I think. I forgot, but I was really trying to channel, like, the strokes, I guess, into this song, and also, like, my vision for the Cal Year project has changed a lot over the years. When I first started in, like, 9th grade, well, technically this project's been going on since 7th grade, but I've changed the name over the years. And then now we're at Cal Year, and that one's stuck. But anyway, back on track. I was really inspired by, like, Boy Pablo, and he was the main inspiration. Like, obviously I listened to other artists like Biba Doobie and, like, Jimmy Somewhere, Kuko, Bren, etc. But the main goal was always that sort of indie pop sound. Claro, Boy Pablo, I guess Mac DeMarco, even though I didn't really listen to him back in the day. That sort of 2017 indie that I was obsessed with in 2020. That was the vision. Lots of major 7 chords. But I could never get my songs to sound like the way that I wanted them to, just because I didn't know what I was doing. But now I have, like, some semblance of knowledge when it comes to music and GarageBand, I guess. So I wrote this song, and I used all those chords that I loved using back in the day, and I came up with something really good, and I would play it, and I did play it in the video that I was filming on my computer, but it didn't show. It didn't record. So if you want to find it, there's a snippet on TikTok, on my Cal Year TikTok, so if you want to hear it, you can hear it. But anyway, that was that. I'm really happy with the song. I want to use my camcorder when it arrives to film music videos for this song. So watch out for that. What else is going on? What else is going on? Oh, I'm just about done recording my album. I already have the visuals for the most part, like the main stuff that I need. So I can't help but pat myself on the back a little bit for how efficient this album making process was. It is like a short album, and it's summer, so I have more free time. But like compared to noise pollution took forever. Like from August to like April, I think, is how long the album took to make. It was also 18 songs long, and I was away from my music equipment for like most of that amount of time. But still, it dragged on a little bit. And this next album is kind of inspired by that. So that's that. I can't wait to show it off. I still maybe want to write and record like one or two songs, who knows, but we'll see how that turns out. When I have a little more time to just like sit and record. But yeah, speaking of music, Steve Lacy has an upcoming album, and I really like the 2 singles that are on it. I never really listened to Steve Lacy's music. Like, I liked it, but it was just never something that I actively like sought out. But now it's different. Now I'm excited for the album. I heard like Is It Cool on TikTok because, okay, I decided to like dip my toe into the world of Steve Lacy because I get his TikTok posts on my feed when he does post, and it's just like, it's usually some kind of nonsense, but I really freak with the guy for that. So I was like, you know what, your self promo is working. And I freak with music, I always have. And I guess like a part of me was like inspired by his story because he was, you know, a kid on phone GarageBand making some good music. And I was like, I want to do that. And except I don't know how to work GarageBand on the phone for the life of me. So that's why I work on my computer that's like fighting for its life storage wise. But yeah, I freak with Steve Lacy. And also he's half Filipino. I'm half Filipino. Shout out to all the Filipinos out there. Yeah. One more thing I want to talk about. I watch a lot of YouTube on my TV that is right in front of me. And I get a lot of ads. And a lot of those ads I can't skip. And one of the ads I've been getting for the past several weeks that never fails to just like grind my gears is this rental car company. First of all, I'm not even old enough to rent a car. I'm not the target audience for this. Stop it. But every ad is like AI generated freaking slop, and there's a horse. There's this horse that wears sunglasses and unbuttoned like collared shirt and has like abs, and he wears grills. And this horse, I might like horses, I do not like this horse. This horse is scary, get him off my screen. And obviously since it's all AI, the horse has like this freaking alpha male AI voice that it makes me so mad. So yeah, I've been thinking about this for several weeks because the very first time I saw this ad, I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I need to talk about it in a video. And then I just kept forgetting. But I remembered today. So yeah, I do not like that ad. Do not use horse AI. Because it's not going to make me want to rent a car from your company. I can't even rent a car if I wanted to. So yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. Oh my gosh, my desk is disgusting. I need to clean that off. I say this every video, but like, it's looking rough. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm tired. I think I'm going to shower and go to sleep now. So, goodbye.